Hello. This is week two. Yeah, week two check-in, I suppose. There is not a lot really to report, not a lot of spending happening, which is great. I went to get groceries this week, yesterday, after I had an appointment, and I stopped to get groceries. Pretty much, I spent $20.37. Um, I bought dinner at the grocery store, like a kind of one of the pre-made things, because I knew that I was going straight from work to my appointment and then going back. Um, I knew I needed to go to the grocery store to pick up a few things, and then I knew that by the time I got home, got something cooked, actually could sit down to eat it, I would have a migraine from having to wait so long from lunch. I went ahead and just bought like convenience meal that I ate in the car on the way home. And that with the total of my groceries with that comes to $20.37. But I'm still pretty under. So I'm not super concerned about that. My groceries, I'm allotting $200. And I don't really think that I'm going to get to it because I think other than I think my milk is good till almost the end of the month, so I might not actually need any more of that. Um, I should probably have enough eggs to last me. So I think I'm actually going to be good until I get ready to go back to work after Christmas break. And that won't be then until like the first weekend in January. That should be good there. Shouldn't be really any more to buy unless I suddenly realize I'm missing something for Christmas dinner or something like that. I have two monthly Amazon charges. They actually cleared. And I actually split them into two because sometimes when I buy them, it puts it all together, and sometimes it separates them and they're like individual purchases, which kind of drives me nuts because then I go in and I'm like, what did I buy for Amazon for that amount? Like that's such a random amount. What did I get? Um, and these were just some toiletry items that I needed. So I purchased those, but I kind of want this to match my bank account. So um, I put them in as separate charges, but it was there before. And I think I had changed the allotment to about $15. And it's hard for me to gauge like how much the things are actually going to cost. Because if I decide to get five or six different things, a lot of times like I'll get a 5% discount or a 10% discount when you buy that many. So the prices are never necessarily always the same. Plus they include tax, and frankly, I could calculate it, but I don't feel like it. So I just wait until that comes out, and I aim high as far as budgeting goes, and then leave it at that. So my movie that I pre-ordered came out. Money for that came out. I'm still good, but I'm getting close. I have $16.88 of that left, which is a little nuts. Um, and it's kind of funny that my personal and my house and garden I've spent about the same. I did have to stop and get gas. I will probably get gas one more time if I go skiing. If I go skiing, definitely, but even without, probably. I have to go to a doctor's appointment in a couple weeks in a town that's about 30 minutes away from where I live. Um, and my dad always kind of drilled it in my head, like in the wintertime, to not let my tank go below half a tank. So I probably would be okay, but then it's going to dip below half a tank, and I'm going to think I need to top off because that's just how I was trained. Um, Trying to think. We're getting hit with a nor'easter starting tomorrow. Yay! And into Thursday. So it is very likely I'm going to go skiing this weekend. We'll see how well the snow holds. I'm not sure what the rest of the weekend is supposed to hold in terms of temperature, but I will most likely be on the ski slip on Saturday, so there'll be a price in here. There'll be a lift ticket price in there come next week. So that's really it. I mean, there's not a lot this week in terms of expenditures. I get paid this week, so I'll be able to go in and make an adjustment to that and then figure out where that's going. I added a money moves column. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this, but I kind of want to see like what I actually have left over because I really am trying to do a zero-based budget. And for right now, that's kind of, I'm going to budget for all the things I know I need to spend. The rest of it is going to be going on debt. Um, and so, I probably didn't set this up in the best way for a zero-based budget to work. But I know that like, so this is so far what I've got leftover income from based on like what I was budgeting. Then I have a column of leftover expenses that I did not yet spend, and that will feed from right here. So, as that changes, this block will change based on how much I actually end up spending. And then, so this will give me, then I'll have the total amount left over. And at this point, it's probably all going to go towards debt. So that's pretty sweet. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm getting ready to actually do a debt payoff video to kind of see what my total amount of debt is, what my plan is for paying that off. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it this week. It's a super, super short video. Oh, wait, no, forgot. So, what I do to keep track of like what I've spent when, in terms of bills, like things that have to be paid, I put them in my planner and I just have a list here of all the things. And I might do a video on this at one point, but here's my sinking funds. Here's like kind of my daily or my monthly bills. And then here's my debt payments. I make a box. I just check off when they've cleared my account. And actually, just realized right now, I can check off the Amazon one because those have come out. The only thing that's left to do is my personal loan. I can't choose when that comes out, but in 3 days that's going to come out. And that will be all the money that I absolutely have to spend this month. And the rest is just going to be based on behavior. So that's pretty exciting. That's not true. I am picking up the Christmas ham yet. But everything else is definitely at the point where, I can look at my bank account and be like, that's all the money I have left, which is a nice feeling. Anyway, I do that every month in my planner, so I kind of know like what's been paid, what hasn't been paid yet. That helps me keep track. And I've been thinking about, since I'm doing this weekly check-in, of having a actual like weekly breakdown of everything that I've spent. Like I like this so I know what's going in what category. My Alexa is going off, so hold on. I was about to yell at her and tell her to stop, but I realized some of y'all might have some and I don't want to set yours off. So I thought about doing kind of, here's what I spent in week 1, here's what I spent in week 2, here's what I spent in week 3. I don't know if that's just extra work or if I can find a way to actually tie it into here. And, maybe I can have the list of my expended, like things that I've actually spent, but have it tie into these categories. I don't know. I haven't figured out how I want to do that or whether or not that's even feasible. So we'll see, but I might just be able to do it with like regular and italicized. So if it's like italicized, it went out in the first week, if first or third week, regular is second week. But if I don't spend something in a category in a week, then that would create a problem. Maybe I just keep dating it. I don't know. I figure out how to do it somehow. But that's it for today. Not a lot to spend, so I'm not going to keep rambling on for you. Sorry, I just went to like the apps behind this page and I couldn't get back. But yeah, so next week there will be an update, a couple days before Christmas. Won't be too much more spending to do other than I do still have to get my parents a Christmas gift. And I still don't know what that's going to be. Yeah. I don't know. Until next time.